Hey everybody, my name is Jerry. I'm glad you can join me. Here in South Central Texas, middle of January, we happen to have a really good day. It's in the high 60s. I'm going to take the bike out for a ride. My 2017/2018 Suzuki GSX-R 1000R has been a great bike. It's been treating me really good. Now I've been doing some power wheelies in first gear and had a lot of fun. The problem with first gear power wheelies is you hit the top of the RPM range and that's it, you got to set the bike down. So what am I going to do today? I'm going to embarrass myself. I've done some racing over the years, but I never really focused on doing clutch up wheelies because, well, I was busy racing, not doing wheelies, right? So join me on day one. How long will it take for someone like me who's never done clutch up wheelies to go from day one to doing full-blown clutch up wheelies with a lot of confidence? Now, I don't have unreasonable expectations. You know, I know today is going to be a day of just embarrassment, right? I'm going to go out there and I'll be lucky if I get the front wheel off the ground. We're going to try to start in second gear and just see where this goes. So I hope you'll join me in this journey, guys. It's going to take a little while, but I know I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it. So stick with me, that's coming up right now.
Alright guys, just started the bike, let it warm up a little bit. I checked the tire pressure already. Tire pressures are pretty good, within an acceptable range. I checked the front and rear brake fluid and the oil level. The front brake fluid is not low, but it has come down, and the reason why that is because the front brake pads are beginning to wear out. And so the brake caliper is squeezing down on a thinner brake pad, thus the brake fluid in the front brake reservoir shows up as being slightly low. So just be aware of that, guys. It doesn't always mean you have a leak. It usually means that your brake pads are getting thinner. Okay, so that's how you know. Usually a sign of your brake pads thinning is your brake fluid's beginning to go down a little bit. So I'll be looking at getting some brake pads soon and replace those. Pretty easy job. You just take out those two bolts there and there, and then you pull the whole brake caliper off there, nice and careful like. Take the old pads out, put the new pads in. Usually you should bleed the brake line, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, let's do this. Okay, here we are, second gear. Let's see what we get here. Nothing going on there. Okay. Obviously my throttle position's nowhere near where it should be. And I'll tell you the hardest thing for me so far is I tried a little clutch up before, and you know, pretty much what you just heard right there, is the sense that once I put my fingers on the clutch, which is two fingers right now, how am I going to get my hand back onto the left grip in time to where the whole front wheel isn't turning to the right? You follow what I mean? Because that's a really dangerous situation. If the bike is up in the air and you got to set it back down and your wheel's turned, that isn't going to work. That's going to be a disaster. So that's the thing right there. I think, you know, jumping up and down and learning and getting the front wheel off the ground a little bit here and there, that doesn't really bother me so much. I mean, flipping the bike is always a possibility, but it's less likely. Based on my experience with power wheelies, I pretty much know that that's probably not going to happen too easily unless I get really crazy. So here we are in second gear, and I'm trying to figure out how to pull this clutch. Let me get the RPMs up here a little bit. So I don't really know. The timing is like crazy hard. Yeah, you know, what is that? It didn't go. It didn't do anything. And I feel like I don't know, strange sensation. It's like I guess you got to figure out where in the RPM range your bike needs to be. Let me get around this corner here. So I think by far that's the thing that's the hardest for me is figuring out what RPM range needs to be on the throttle part, which from first gear I kind of have a sense for that. For second gear I'm not really sure at all, to be honest. Like, I don't know, does it need to be way up there, like, at 9,000 RPMs? It's pretty high up there. It's weird, it's like, I don't know, man. The bike doesn't do anything there. It's a strange, I don't know. It's a weird one. You gotta like snap the throttle or something. I don't know. I feel like there's no way I'm doing the bike's gonna come up at those speeds, even way up there in that RPM range. So learning this is gonna take some time. Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. Right? All I'm doing is revving the engine. It just lurches forward. You know, it doesn't do a damn thing. My traction control's off too, which for this bike, the wheelie control and traction control are built in together, so when you turn the traction control off, it's not like the Yamaha, the new R1, that one you've got to turn them both off. Pathetic. That was pathetic. Oh my gosh, do you know the word pathetic? That's what I'm experiencing right now. Pathetic. Embarrassing, yeah, you. Oh my gosh. At least I can laugh at myself. Alright. Alright. My goodness. Look at that. Okay, up a little bit more. Oh yeah. Okay. I actually got the front wheel off the ground. You want to know how much? Like quarter inch. Like a quarter inch. It actually did it. I've actually officially done a clutch up wheelie about a quarter inch off the ground. Oh my gosh. It's a new world record. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. You know what I'm saying to myself right now, guys? Do I really want to put this up on YouTube? Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. I gotta throw a few of those power wheels in there just so I can feel human, you know? Nobody behind me, that's a good thing. So here we go. We're gonna get the spike up to about 9,000 or 10,000 RPMs. No, I didn't do anything. Nope, not even close. Nope. Nope. Maybe a tiny one. Like, maybe. Maybe there was daylight between the ground and the tire. But I don't think so. Okay, so far we've got really shameful attempts at clutch up wheelies in second gear. We are day one of clutch up wheelies. Very embarrassing. Very. Not even close. Up a little bit. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, chase out. Okay, got one to work there. A little chase out wheelie with clutching up. Okay, that's day one improvement. Here we go. Not even close. Very strange. You gotta get the throttle and the clutch timing right, man. Oh my gosh, that is some serious. You gotta figure that out. Oh yeah. All right, baby. Yeah. There it was, guys. My first official clutch up wheelie with chase out. I don't know. I'm not sure how far that was, but whatever. All I know is a pretty damn good feeling. Yep. I got lean through it. That was pretty cool. Alright. From my observation of other people doing this, they're not doing that. They're not up at 10,000 RPMs. I don't know how they do it. They seem to have a lower RPM range, and then somehow they clutch and gas into it, even though they're at lower RPM range. So I got to figure that part out, because I don't, watching and listening to other videos, I don't hear the engine up there at 10,000 RPMs when they're clutching up, right? I mean, they're like probably around 7 or 8 or something, and then they do it. So not really sure how they're doing that, but that's a learning process, I guess.
Well, there you go, guys. Sure enough, just like I thought, I really embarrassed myself today, but I still had a lot of fun on the back of this awesome motorcycle. So I hope you guys stick with me on this journey. We're just going to see how long this takes. I guess I'm going to call this the Clutch Up series. So just look for videos coming out on the Clutch Up series, and I hope you guys continue to join me as we journey along and just see how I get better and better at doing these Clutch Up wheelies. Also, guys, I have some performance upgrades coming on this motorcycle. We're going to put a full titanium exhaust on this bike. We're going to put a power commander on there, a high flow air filter, and some other things to make this bike go really, really fast. So look for those videos coming up as well. Listen, guys, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, just go ahead and click that Texas flag right here, and I really appreciate the thumbs up. If you see over my head here is a playlist of all the great videos on this awesome motorcycle. I also want to introduce you guys to something new. I'm actually an actor, director, and producer of short films. And some people and I know have been putting some films together. We already have a comedy done, and we just finished a Western. So you see a playlist right here, guys. The movies are for free. Go ahead and click that playlist. Go over there, subscribe to that YouTube channel, and enjoy those movies. Until next time, guys, we'll see you right back here again real soon.